How's everyone doing? You all good, guys? You good? What's up, Shano?
The best intro ever. Best intro by a country mile. All you're missing is just me spitting the beats.
Yeah, man.
Lyrics and shit.
No, I kind of. I think it'd be good, but maybe some of the wording needs to be changed. I don't think.
Let's
make it
not
a bit more
tamper.
Liverpool friendly.
No, let's not tamper with a classic here. Do you know what I mean? The fans know. The fans know.
Spectre knows.
Spectre knows. And the funny thing about it was, I was at a work night out, and there was we gate crashed another party, another department of the company I work for, and I got wind that they're going to do karaoke. I said, "Listen, is there any chance of us gate crashing because we're out in our party?" So they said, "Yeah, Sean, come along." So we went to this dingy place in town, and there was the karaoke, so you could type in what you wanted. Of course, I tried to type in my song, wasn't that
Didn't work.
Didn't work. No.
Oh well. I'm good. Somebody LFC. Hope you are as well, man. Hope you are as well. So guys, we're going to talk about in this 7 o'clock slot this time around. We're going to talk about, was Salah's situation a goodbye, or is it more like a see you later? Like, give our opinions on it. Is Arne Slot safe? And then probably that's pretty much about it. I know Sean. Oh, actually, in fact, I'll tie it into one of the other things. But I've come up with a formation that I think we should maybe go for, which we can keep Salah and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. But yeah. I want to share this as well, guys. So obviously, we've been saying over the past few months and stuff that me and Shauno have both sponsored Martin's rugby team that he coaches. Now, he sent me through a jersey with like all the sponsors on, and you can see the AKM LFC on the sleeve there, and there's also Shauno's SD designs on the other sleeve. Now, this is a really nice jersey, to be fair, and I was going to wear it, but I got a shower as always before I come live, and I couldn't move it down my body because I was, wet.
So instead, myself and Martin are wearing pretty much the same jacket with the hoodie. So that's how we roll.
But Martin's gonna jump on, but I just wanted to show it off. Like, this is Martin's team. What is it called again?
Rylands Sharks.
Rylands, isn't it? This is Martin's team right here, guys. It's a really nice top. I like it a lot, to be fair.
That's I'm gonna put it. One. That's the trainer one.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna put it in a frame and put it there. So then it's always just behind us when we're doing recording and that. So
that. I'll be wearing them.
Yeah. So
that's if I get it, Martin.
Well, I've still got your stuff here that I ordered you last time, and it's sat at end of hallway.
Yeah.
Got sent back.
Rugby Liam is about a 20-year-old now. This right.
Sounds about right.
He's absolutely doing fantastic, by the way. I know we're kind of skipping off the subject, but I've just seen him recently. He's I think gone to another team, and he's doing unbelievable. Absolute amazing kid. So fair play to him.
Oh, that's good then. That's good to hear. I know that you met them, right? Yeah.
I met them. They were at if it hadn't been for them, I would have gone up that street where the accident was, because my hotel, that's the road that I would have gone down to get to the parade. But I met Gary, Lindsay, and Liam, and got my hair set on fire. And rain and all sorts of shit happened, and spent it from 12 o'clock till about 5:30 just to take a picture of literally a split second, and that was it. But it was yeah. But there you go.
Nice. It's good that I know that you met him and everything like that, mate. So I know obviously as well with everything that happened at Liverpool during that time, and we'll talk about that maybe a little bit more once it's all been finalized and everything. But
what the fuck? What the?
We get some weirdos in here. Anyway, guys. So, Shauna, I want to talk to you about situation regarding. I hope we're talking about you, not me. We get the whole. What do you want to go first? Do you want to go Slot first, or do you want to go Salah first?
Let's go. Salah.
Okay. So I guess obviously it came on at the end of the well, not at the end. It was like 25 minutes or something it came on. Was it something like that? It was, wasn't it?
23 minutes when
Gomez
was injured. Yeah.
Another right back we've got injured.
Exactly.
What did you think of his performance? And I guess I just want to see like what did you think afterwards? Like, you know, with the whole send off, and you tell me what you thought, and then we'll take it from there. All right, Callum, how you doing?
Okay, like he came on, he looked like he was ready to go. You know, he was all excited about coming on. That's my feeling on it. And you know, I thought he played well. I thought, you know, it was a pity because I think Gomez was playing very well for the first 23 minutes and had some lovely crosses into the box, and I thought was doing really, really well. So it was unfortunate for him. I thought when Salah came on, I thought he brought something different to it. To be honest with you, I felt he was kind of back to his old ways. I thought he played well. Some of his passing was a bit not as crisp as it should be. He had a couple of opportunities. You know, not really much else to it. He was unfortunate not to get in the score sheet. Was assisted for Ekatike. When Chiesa came on, he rather than Chiesa taking or putting the ball in the net, he passed it to Salah and missed it. But do I think it's a farewell? I kind of agree with what you said. I think if it was a farewell, it'd be far more emotional.
Yeah, I've obviously sat on it a couple of days now and everything like that. I think that was Salah's best performance so far this season.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say, like, I think he looked more like himself than what he has been. I think that I don't know, like the end bit. I thought I liked as well how the fans all kind of like it was like not everyone was like singing the Mo Salah song. It was kind of like a bit subdued, but there's enough people there to make a bit of a noise, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Which, to be fair, I mean, I'm kind of like, I don't think I would have sang it because I'm going off on a bit of a tangent here, and this might seem like I'm going completely off topic, but just to let me go for a bit. I think like You'll Never Walk Alone to me means obviously that we support the team through thick and thin. We're always there, but it's a two-way thing. Like we're not, we want something back from the player and the players. So like the Trent, for instance, right? We would have, if he'd have come out and turned around and said, look, I want to go somewhere new. I've done everything I can here. I've won pretty much everything I can here. I just want to go try something new, and one day, never know, I might come back. Do you know what I mean? I think we'd have all been like, fair play. But the fact that he dragged it on for so long, and we were hearing rumours from people in Liverpool, the city, not like the club, but the city, that he was already taking Spanish lessons and he was doing this and he was doing that. He was doing it all behind our back. So then obviously he got booed because it was like, well, no, fuck you, mate. Like you will walk a little bit alone right now because you've not given your bit back to us. Do you know at the same time? And that's the thing with Salah. Like Salah is obviously, as I said at the time, he's a Liverpool legend and he will go down as a Liverpool legend. He's the greatest player I've seen in my lifetime play for Liverpool, up there with Steven Gerrard, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, the way he handled the situation, I don't think it deserved him to still have that "you'll never walk alone" sentiment just because of that. I mean, I think obviously if he comes back from the AFCON, if he doesn't get sold, that's it. That is, and he puts his head down and he just works his ass off, fine. But if he comes back and he sulks and he says some more shit in the media, then I'm sorry, mate, but you're tarnishing it even more. And if he does get sold now off the back of everything that's just happened right now, he'll go with my well wishes, like, all right, a nice one, cheers, mate, thank you. Yeah. But he has lost a little bit of that pedestal he was on. He's still on one, as I just said. He's literally the best player I've ever seen play for Liverpool, but he has dropped a little bit because of there's that famous old fucking saying, like, there's no I in team, but he literally put an I in team because he was just all about him.
I think if he was to leave on just that and that alone, I think it is definitely a fall from grace, and definitely, in the history books it will be, described as such. Going back to the whole thing with Trent, because I think it's a good point. I don't think we made half as much of a fuss as the fucking Newcastle fans did with Isak. Like, we genuinely, they're and they're very quiet there all of a sudden. It might have something to do with Sunderland, whatever. But like, we didn't, okay, Trent went, okay, fine. He came to Liverpool in a Real Madrid jersey. He got some booing. That's it. End of story. With regards to Salah, haven't had some time to think about his comments. Absolutely. All about him. Haven't looked at other people's views on it. Like, I've changed mine completely. And I firmly believe that, I mean, if he was trying to maybe express his dissatisfaction with the way things are going, I would have made it less about him and more about what's going on with the team and maybe some of the decisions made. And then maybe at the end, I seem to be the only one paying for mistakes. And I think then maybe there might have been some validity in the comments, or in that comment. I think it's very, very rough for him to say that Liverpool are throwing him under the bus, or that we've forgotten what he's done for the club. But he wouldn't have done anything for the club if it hadn't been for the rest of his teammates as well. Obviously, he's my favorite Liverpool player in the last 10 years. I love Gerrard, and Salah I absolutely love and adore. Absolutely. And that'll always be the way. But I think if he left, if that was his farewell, it's a bit of a anticlimax.
It's a bit of a shit one, isn't it, when you look at players that have left at the end of seasons that have done not half as much as what he's done, and they had a lot better sends off. Like, do you know what I mean? So,
yeah,
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I mean, on the back of the whole Salah stuff, there's a couple of other things just to add to it. So I don't know if you've seen these comments from Virgil. He spoke about it, and he basically said, I think this is after the game, he said, "We all hope that he's coming back and being important for us for the rest of the season. But on the other side of it, we all know football and we have no idea what's going to happen. I hope he stays because he's one of my leaders. He is very important and still, as you see today with another assist, important for the football club. But there are more parties to this situation." So that says to me, like, that says to me, I kind of believe what Steven Gerrard said in that interview he did with TNT Sport, where he said Virgil needs to sit them both down, Slot and Salah, and get them to hash it out. And I think probably something like that probably happened. So Virgil probably is privy to something that else is, going on or whatever. And that last line there is a little bit telling to me in what Virgil said. Like, he says, let me find it again.
Even Canate, had his...
But there's more parties to this situation.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. There's also rumours... Sorry, man. There's what last thing. The last thing is apparently there is again, Fabrizio Romano doesn't really know much about Liverpool because of the whole Thiago fiasco, but I wouldn't put it past Rami Abbas to send him some shit to get it out there. So apparently Romanos is saying that Rami Abbas, who is Salah's agent, is going to travel to Liverpool and speak to Liverpool officials.
Oh, I don't know. Carmino and somebody and Ant and Steve.
Let's go through some of them, man. Cranky blames Maka for the Salah situation. So do I, mate. 100%. Ant Dico sitting there learning Spanish for 18 months. Yeah, man. Cranky, the Newcastle fans are still going on about that now. That's probably why didn't they get beat by Sunderland? That's
they got beat by Sunderland.
Yeah. YNWA. Hi guys, read some news today that the computer staff have said our midfield is the reason we are losing, not the back line. Our midfielders are losing the one-on-one battles.
I think there's some truth to that, but I think when it comes to defending, we're nowhere to be seen.
I could potentially see that. To be fair, like I think we are losing a lot of second balls. To be fair, we weren't that bad at the weekend, but still not cracking. But yeah, we are losing a few second balls and everything like that. So let's see, I suppose, with what's going to happen, because I tying into the slot thing, I don't think we've turned a corner just yet. But 2 wins on the bounce with 2 clean sheets, you can't really, raise your fit nose at that, can you? So, Newcastle fans have short memories. Gordon and Wissa forced moves. I always kind of feel Liverpool fans could do something like that, because we always kick off about players wanting to leave and stuff. So yeah. Am I a Leeds fan? No, mate, but I'm from Leeds. I've also got a Jaguars hat on as well, and they're in America, in Florida. So yeah, nah. I was born in Leeds. My parents brought me up as a Liverpool fan. I had no choice. I didn't even know Leeds had a football team until I was in school. So yeah,
they have Emma Louise Jones.
Steve, sorry, he's been crap all season. Deserved to be benched. Should have been benched earlier.
I don't think there's any argument with.
There's no argument about that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
But I mean, I get where he's coming from, that he was the only one that was benched. I think maybe Kanate should have been. Virgil at times should have been too. But then again,
that's a big thing. And I've never had the thought process that I think Virg should have been benched. I've never had that.
Well, maybe not benched, but certainly not Virgil, but Kanate should have been, without a doubt. Kanate should have been. Kanate should have been benched. Shouldn't have even been on the bench. Should have been, in reserves. Like I put him in that game. But I can understand where Salah's coming from on that bit.
Arnold Slot Martin. I'm guessing that's what that says.
Hello from L3.
Akib, are you doing well, mate? Hope you're good. I think Salah will leave in the summer. Somebody LFC. Yeah, man, I kind of think he has as well. I think he'll leave in the summer. Wouldn't surprise me, to be fair, if that happened.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Louise Jones must be an AI doll, I reckon. Sean hasn't. He wishes.
I wish. Yeah, damn straight.
It'd be something like a Saw or something like that. It'd be something like what is it? What did he say? Oh, is it Saw when he's tied to toilet, isn't it?
It's what?
Saw when that guy's tied to toilet.
Oh yeah.
That'd be the situation regarding that. Yes. Anything else you want to talk about on Salah before we move on? I suppose. Oh, in fact, do I show this in here? Yeah, all right. This might be a nice little tidy over into the whole slot conversation. Let me just share this then. How do I share my screen here? There we go. That one. So this is what I think Liverpool should line up with going forward. If Salah's going to come back, stay in the team, those of you that have been here for a fair bit will remember and will have heard me say that I think Salah's wasted when he's out here on the far right, and he's a lot more dangerous if you move him closer to goal. So I think if we stick with this formation that we're kind of playing with right now, why not play Salah as one of the strikers and push him right up and went all the way up to the thing. So yeah, I think we should move Salah there, Ekatike on the other side, Verts obviously in like a bit of a free rolling number 10 type thing. Jones out there on the left, or you could put McAllister there, guys. I know a lot of people think I've got a thing out for McAllister, but I would put Jones there for the time being. I think he's earned his spot, really, to be fair. Sabozalai, obviously, Gravenberch, obviously. I've put Frimpong there because I do think that I know I can see that Bond's comment there that he doesn't rate Frimpong, but I don't think we've really seen much of him. Didn't he score on his debut? He did score on his debut, didn't he?
He did, so, yeah.
Let's give him a bit more time. So I think this is a type of thing that he might be good at doing. Kirkes obviously on the left-hand side as well. And then obviously just Van Dijk and Konate. I do feel like maybe Konate could be swapped out with either a Gay or whoever comes in. But I don't know. What's your thoughts? Do you think that could be something Liverpool use or should be using? As I said to you in that voice note, this could be something you've already seen, but I was literally just out having a walk on my dinner and it just popped in my head. I was like, oh, couldn't Liverpool do this instead?
Yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming from. I just feel that with the way we play, we're obviously losing the width. The wingers, I think.
Well, Jones, for me, to be fair, Jones and Szoboszlai could provide that. They could, when we've got the ball, they could go overlapping, or you'd have Kirkes or Frimpong overlapping. They'd probably just tuck in a little bit when we're defending.
I think that formation would probably be a little bit better for us on the bench, if you know what I mean, because it's not like we're playing three up front, and therefore, if there's an injury here, there, and everywhere else, like we're in trouble. I think I'd like to see Salah playing that position. After you spoke to me about it, I kind of had to think about it. And I thought, well, okay, he's not really doing much on the wing. If we put him in a forward position, which we have done before, it might work. It might work. Not too sure about Verts, whether that would suit him or not, because I kind of liked him on either on the left or on the right, in that number 10 position. I'm not too sure whether that kind of hampers Szoboszlai, because he can play in that position and has been doing well. But I definitely see that working out. I definitely see Isak. I'd not ready. Not ready.
Well, as I say, like my thought process would be that obviously some of the substitutes or other players you can put in these positions kind of speak for themselves. Like you could put Szoboszlai where Verts is. You could call back Harvey Elliott and put Harvey Elliott where Verts is. Obviously Salah and Ekatike you could swap out for Chiesa, Isak, or Gakpo even. Maybe even Gakpo could do what Verts is doing. Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't start Gakpo if I'm
No, I'm just saying. But yeah, I just think if we're gonna try and get Salah a bit closer to goal, I think that might be the best thing to do with him. Put him close to goal by playing him as a second striker. And I do think as well, if he also had Ekatike with him as well, he could win some of the balls that get popped up, and they could perform some sort of a link-up play and everything like that. But I don't know. Let's have a look at some of the people's comments regarding the formation. Callum Macker is shite. Frimpong needs more time, says Akib. Evening David and evening Adam and Sean. Have you done a poll yet on Salah staying? I'm going no, mate, but I'm going to do one. Cranky never needed Isak in the first place.
No,
I think we needed another striker. Obviously, after Jota and Nunes both were no longer with the squad. Do you know what I mean? So we definitely needed them. Akib reckons that Isak is a mistake. YNWA, if Wharton came in, you think that Maka will be second choice, which means you'll go. So I don't know if I've mistook what Adam Wharton brings to a team, but I always kind of thought if we signed Adam Wharton, he would be competing with Gravenberch. That's where I kind of thought he would be playing. Is there? So, but if you think he'd be better off where Jones is, then rotate him in there if you think. Akib says, I know he hasn't had a preseason, but he doesn't fit in the team like Ekatike. I don't think he does right now.
I think that was the biggest mistake that Slot made, was as soon as we got Isak, Ekatike, thanks, and then tried to play Isak, and it failed miserably.
Yeah. Scott says, I think the diamond formation is a short-term fix, to be honest. Yeah, man, maybe. I'm not sure. Like, football seems to be going that way, I suppose, like different formations and stuff like that. So I don't know. Let's have a wait and see what happens, I suppose, with that. Callum, do people realize in the chat we needed 2 9s? Steve, if Salah plays there, he needs to learn how to pass. He should have set up 2 on Saturday. He did get an assist though, mate.
He set up 1.
But nah,
I get where he's coming from.
I get it as well. I mean, like, if he could do something like Chiesa did to him, then yeah. But I think as well, Salah also, if you look at the stats, I think if you look at Salah when he played with Mane, I think Salah assisted Mane more than Mane assisted Salah. So there is that as well. Cranky JD, I said this at the beginning of the season, 2 up top with Wirtz behind and a new role for Salah. Steve again, Wirtz has got license to go where he wants when we have the ball. Emmett, if is that what that says? Isak needs time and a goodbye. Yeah.
That's Any.
Sorry, man. I still don't get why it seems Slot has an issue with Chiesa. No one does, mate. Cody One Dimension, Poe. Isak was a goodbye. Still Slot out. We either play a diamond or 3 at the back. Slot and Chiesa's relationship is like Adam and Macca. Salah used to score his goals even with his eyes closed. Now he misses them with his eyes open. The ones on Saturday he now misses. He's lost his mojo in front of goal. He should have buried that one that he missed.
Yeah,
I do agree with that. He should have buried that one. Steve, again, also that's the formation I've been saying on every stream since the start of the season. Sorry, mate. Biggest test is when Gakpo returns from injury. Let's see. I don't think he should go straight back into the team.
No, I don't think so either.
David, Isak needs time to get used to the system. Whatever system we play, we need to speed up play like we did with Klopp. Gakpo could play centre forward on the left, not as a winger. He could play where Ekatike is. The team needs to learn how to play with Isak. He makes the runs, but no one passes to him. Cranky, the only player we signed that fitted the system we play was Ekatike. I kind of agree with that.
I agree with that too, because I think I said this to you. Well, it's great, signing these players and record breaking, or breaking the record twice in terms of fees and whatnot. I still kind of question, okay, well, where are we putting Wirtz? Although he's a great buy, where exactly are we putting him? So I don't know.
I don't know. Like, so I suppose we'll see what happens, I guess. But just a thought I had today. Just a thought.
Yeah. Well, Steve is claiming it.
Oh yeah, sorry, Steve, mate. Sorry, you were the one that came up with it, mate. Sorry. You inceptioned me. You've been talking about it so long that it's like I'm like 10 levels deep in my brain now.
Yeah.
Right. So the poll going up now, guys. Does Salah leave?
I think
do I put in Jan? Do you think does Salah leave in Jan?
Yeah, see Jan, and then maybe put in then the next poll. Summer.
All right, so it's up now. So I guess that ties in a little bit nicely with Slot then, mate. So obviously we've had 2 successful victories over the past couple of games, which I've already said you can't really turn your nose up at. It's decent wins against Inter Milan and Brighton, but it still doesn't feel like it's how it should be. Like I still don't have much faith in Anna right now.
Well,
yeah,
I said something on the match watch along, as did you, and Ben Henry came in and cut us down a peg or two, saying that we won the game, clean sheet, we're still complaining. I think looking at Brighton and how they played, I think their manager will be looking at that game and thinking, how did we not get anything from it? Because they had plenty of chances, and they squandered them. Absolutely squandered them. Now I'm thinking, if that had have been any other club, would they have done the same thing? And I'm not too sure that they would have. Yes, we were much better, but not much better. We were better. Certainly a little bit urgent in our attacking, but we were still very, very weak. As Bond says, we were too open, and we could get caught out at any time. Not getting or not conceding, fantastic. Was that down to our defense, or was it down to just them being absolutely woeful up in attack? I think it's a bit of A and B, and look, I mean, we're not going to be like Ty out of Arsenal Fan TV and blow.
Oh my God, Sean, I actually need to still do that. Like, I'm gonna literally that thing that we did on the live stream. I'm absolutely gonna chop that up and say, pick your own reaction.
yeah. We'll call it the Thai reaction, and then AKM reality. But no, look at the I think we would be cheating our viewers and listeners if we didn't say it how it is. We don't want to be. We're not coming across as deluded as Man U or as Arsenal fans or Newcastle fans, or And I'd rather say it how it is. I don't necessarily think we're all that spectacular against Brighton. I think Brighton had a very bad day in the office, and while Brighton, only lost to Villa, didn't they? They lost to Villa. I think that was their only loss or whatever. But I just think they didn't play all that well. But we certainly have a lot of things to do to improve. It's 2 games. It's a start. But like I said to you, I think we should have an unbeaten run, in 16 games in all competitions. And that sounds unrealistic, and people may laugh at that. But considering the shit form that we've had, if he's to turn this around and to have any opportunity of holding on to his job, that is what he's got to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with having that expectation.
No. I mean, like, I watched Dunk's video earlier on today about Xabi Alonso, and I'm in agreement with him. Like, I think his time's almost done at Madrid. But I wouldn't be like jumping to get him. Do you know what I mean? I think I said this with the whole Salah situation, mate. I think Slot now has got at least 10 more games or something daft like that, because if I bring up the league table now, we're currently 6th. We're 10 points behind Arsenal, and obviously they had a bit of a wobble against Wolves, and they were lucky to win that game. Obviously, I know Man United's playing tonight, so they could jump up above us. And we'd still only be 2 points out of the top 4. As much as people are going to hate me for saying this, I don't think the situation is as dire as we're making out. I think the league is a very competitive league this year. I mean, I know Arsenal's obviously 10 games ahead, but they've still got to play us again. They've still got to play City. I don't think they've played City once yet, have they?
But hold on a second. Is it really competitive? Because look at the performance that we've had. Look at the run that we've had. and we're still 2 points behind fourth. So it's obviously not that competitive. Do you know what I mean? Like, people complained
They played City.
last.
The drew with City.
Huh?
Sorry. No, they've already played City. The drew with them.
Yeah. So, like last year, people said, "Oh well, we won the league because the rest of the teams were in transition or shite." You only can play the team that you're faced with and get the results or not. That's it. But I don't really think this season has been all that great in terms of performance, especially our own. But the fact that we can have such a bad run and still be 2 points outside the top four is mental.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy. And I don't think that you would have that in any other league. I really don't.
I know. I think God, I'm knackered today. Sorry. I think Salah's comments kind of saved his job a little bit. I think had Salah not said all, and then had we got beat by Brighton, got beat in the game before Brighton, before Inter, I think he could have been gone now. Do you know what I mean? Could have been. But I feel like his Salah's words saved him. I just do. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll. I think he still has an awful lot to prove. I don't think that he's out of the woods just quite yet. I think he really has an awful lot to prove, and it'll take a good few games and a good run of games for him to be in the favour of the board and ourselves as fans.
Well, our next few games that we've got Southampton this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
We then play against Wolves the day after Boxing Day, which is a Saturday. New Year's Day, we play Leeds. Oh my God. Fulham the week 3 days after that. And then we play Arsenal at the Emirates 4 days after that. So again, if we do this scenario again where we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, 15 points. In all fairness, what do you think would be decent to get to a decent run? Like, obviously, if you lose every single one of those, I think we don't need the brain surgeon to figure that out. But if he got out of 15 points, if he got 12, would that be decent? Or
I still go back to what I said. I think it was the Burnley game. I think he has to get every point up until the Burnley game. I think he needs to win all the games. And that's not me. Like I know what people are thinking. Sean, you must be batshit crazy. This is mental. But to me, he has to make up for the run that he's had. He set the bar. That's low. That's shit. And Scott or Steve, I absolutely 110%. We've been shocking, and we've been shocking even at the start of the season, despite like getting 3 points. But we got 3 points, rather ugly, but we still managed it.
did I not say? Is everyone saying in it? Did I not say Spurs next? Did I say something else?
No,
People are saying. Did I say Southampton?
No, I don't think you said Southampton.
There's a few people saying. There's a few people going Spurs next in it, and then Bonds put Southampton. Hey, if I've said something different, guys, I'm fucked. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm absolutely knackered. I did mean Spurs. I was looking at the badge. So if I've literally said Southampton, I do apologise. I don't remember saying it. But yeah, we've got Spurs, Wolves. I almost said Southampton again then because it's in my head. Spurs, Wolves, Leeds, Fulham, Arsenal. So good up.
JT, yeah. See, I agree with JT. Slat needs to get maximum points. They have thrown away enough points, and that's my view on it. He needs to get maximum points. There's no more bullshit, no more messing about. He needs to find the formation. He needs to find, the players that fit that formation. He needs to be open to Chiesa actually getting the game and maybe not 8 or 10 minutes of a game. He needs to maybe consider putting him on. And some of the fucking decisions that he's made, in terms of substitutions, is crazy. And I said that to you there, the Brighton game. I have no idea what formation we were playing at the end. None whatsoever. Taking off Verts, putting on Robertson, and then taking Chiesa. So we had 2 left backs, 1 at left wing, and then we put Chiesa on. So I don't know. I have no idea.
Let's have a look. So Bond says Slot is out of contract in the summer. Is he not? No, he's got another season on his contract after this one. He's in his final year after this season. Abonica. I don't know, mate. You're better than me.
Welcome to the channel. Anyway, he'd rather or he or she would rather wait for Enrique.
I don't think Enrique would come. I think he's building something in PSG. I do like Enrique. Like, I think he's probably the best manager in the world right now. Obviously, there's Guardiola and stuff, but I think if you're going on current form, I would say Enrique is up there. After what I did with PSG.
Aki's fucking got me fucking rapid there. It's me Apple Watch talking to me. Is that Alexa in the back? Yeah.
I didn't even hear it, me.
Yeah.
Let me go back up a bit further. So if I miss some out, Aki here. What is it with Salah? I just realised that the pressure more of his country winning AFCON is like their World Cup. When he comes back, that pressure will fall off, but it'll be too late. Nah, I kind of whenever Salah's gone to the AFCON, I can't remember him coming back and doing well. I think he's always been knackered because he plays like. Won it the last time they did the AFCON? Didn't Egypt go to extra time like 3 games in a row? It was something mad like that, and he played every minute. Scott, to be honest, as many chances Brighton missed, I think we missed as well. They could have easily scored a few, but we could have scored more. Unfortunately, it feels like we are a basketball team this season. Yeah, it's very reminiscent of the early Klopp days, isn't it? When it was always like we'd score, they'd score, we'd score, they'd score type thing.
Yeah, but we seem to have been better scoring under Klopp than we did with Slot, or that we are with Slot.
Evening, Jen. Sorry if you're still here, Jen. Where we else a bit? Xabi turned us down once. Why would he come now? He needs a job. I know
what Jen is saying.
I get what she's saying, but I just think Real Madrid, for most people, especially someone who's Spanish, but I guess for most people out there, is the pinnacle of football management. If you could go and be the manager of Barcelona or Real Madrid, you've made it type thing. So again, Real Madrid was one of those clubs that he did play for, and I think he managed there before he went to Leverkusen, as the Real Madrid B team or something. So he had connections there already. I do think that, and again, I could be completely not wrong with what I'm about to say, but maybe us as Liverpool fans think that he has more of an attachment to Liverpool than he actually thinks he does. Like, yeah, he played for the club, but does it go deeper than that for him? Or is it literally just like, yeah, I played for Liverpool? Like, we don't know. Do you know what I mean?
I think he does have great love for Liverpool. I don't think you can put on a Liverpool jersey and not, unless you're El Hadj Diouf, and the less said about that. I was going to say something, but anyway.
Scott says, think we also need performances. We need to see what Slot is doing with this team, formation, style of play, etc. I don't think we've played a full 90 consistent. Agreed, mate. And I said that a couple of weeks back, to be fair. I said, I'm not really overly bothered about the result. If I see the players fighting, but they still get beat, then I know that he's not lost the dressing room and the players are still trying to fight for him. So, yeah.
No, result for me is everything. Result for me is everything. Like, we cannot we just cannot let this. Without sounding like Stevie G, we can't let this slip. We've got to now gain momentum on what we've built, improve, and Slot needs to know what team and what formation and what style of football he wants to play, because last season he knew. This season he hasn't a fucking clue. All right, Aki.
I've just see you later, Aki, mate. I'll speak to you in a bit, mate. What is it? I've just finished the first poll of does Salah leave in January. 81% of people said no, and just 19 said yes. Yeah. The next poll is now live. Does Salah leave in the summer? Luis Garcia he's everywhere for Liverpool. Yeah, I think Garcia's got. Yeah, I would go as far as to say that I think Garcia's got more of a connection with Liverpool than Xabi Alonso has, and they're signed at the same time. They're signed at the same day. But is that down to their career aspirations? You know, Alonso went and studied to become a coach, whereas Garcia became more of a pundit. Am I right in saying than doing anything else? I'm not too sure. I might be completely wrong there. So yeah. William White. So I don't think I've seen you around here for a long time, mate. Hope you're doing well.
All right, William.
The team is being built by Edwards and Co. Easily suits Xabi. The culture at Liverpool would suit him well. If it's true, if Edwards is obsessed with him, then that being said, Xabi has an immense amount of experience, but the managers he's had have been elite tier. His dad was also a manager at one point, as Jose pointed out. He will benefit massively from this. Nice information, mate. I think. I do think if Slot goes and Alonso's available, it makes sense. I think it happens. And the only reason I don't think it would happen is that Alonso turns it down again. They 100% approach him. I don't want to mention it. I'm going to send you something privately. Hold on.
Okay. Hey, Miss Goosey. I also think, like, I was speaking to a few mates, and they were like, well, why would you give Alonso another crack of the whip, like an opportunity to turn us down again? And they believe that he shouldn't be given an opportunity. But look, I mean, that all, you know, it's all about circumstance. You know, if Slot, you know, doesn't pick up the form, you know, a lot of if, buts, and ands.
Evening, Miss Goosey, mate. Scott says, to be honest, I think Alonso has a big connection, but I just think it was timing for Alonso. It could be wrong, but maybe we dodged a bullet as he's now stepped up in Madrid and it's not going too well. I think, as I mentioned about Madrid being like the pinnacle of like becoming a manager, I think at the same time it does take a certain manager to be able to manage Madrid, for lack of a better term. You know, you've got the likes of Mourinho did okay, Ancelotti did really good there. Obviously Fabio Capello, you know, and these managers have all got big, massive egos and like personalities, whereas I kind of see Alonso as a bit more of a quiet type coach or something like that. And then when you're managing like players, say for instance like Vinny Jr., who apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, apparently has a staff team to do his day stuff for him. He's got like a social media manager. He's got this type of person. He's got this person. He's got that person. And you've got to manage him. And then you've got Kylian Mbappe. And then you've got Jude Bellingham. I think you guys know what it's like in your own workplace. If you go in somewhere and it's already full of personalities and stuff, then you're gonna struggle. Do you know what I mean? Like there was even them rumors coming out that apparently like Ancelotti used to let the players go and have like a drink in that after they'd won a game and everything like that and have a party. But Alonso like went, no, it's not happening. So apparently that's like I don't know.
I think there was kind of a bit like Gerard Houllier when he joined Liverpool. You know, there was that element of how strict he was and how he kind of changed things at Liverpool. But I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't really rate the managerial job at either Barcelona or Real Madrid, because I think those managers, those coaches that get that job have it spoiled. They're spoiled rotten. I think the only real job for them is to manage divas. And if they're not happy, they throw money at it. So I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't really rate either Barcelona or Real Madrid job. I really don't. And I know that may sound a bit mental for people, but wouldn't you like to be kind of in a dogfight?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be some sort of challenge for you rather than splash the cash here, splash the cash there?
Yeah. I know this is going completely off topic, but my mate's just texted me, and he works in the film industry, and he has worked on certain Marvel products and stuff that I knew about before.
Is he looking for me to be an extra?
No, he's just messaged me, and again, take this with a pinch of salt. I don't know how true this is. It could be fake or anything. I don't know. But apparently, the Avengers Doomsday trailer has leaked, and it's out online.
No.
Apparently so.
Interesting.
But yeah,
as Sean Googles
it. Bond says that Alonso had to stay another year for Leverkusen. Scott, I am surprised how quick it has turned the media with him being an ex-player. I thought they'd be more patient. I don't think the Madrid media's got any type of patience, mate. I think they are literally just like, you either win or you're out type thing. Player power in Madrid has been allowed to run riot for too long. This is why Xabi is struggling there. Agreed. And Madrid players got Rafa sacked as well. They did, mate. They did. You wanted to talk about the substitute, Sean, before we finish the stream today?
I don't fucking get it, lads. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. I mean, there's a few things in that game that I'd like to bring up, but certainly that I don't understand. Take Wirtz off, put Robertson on, take Isak on, take Ekitike off, put Isak on. Isak had hardly any touches of the ball. Chiesa came on a good 10 or 15 minutes later and more touches in the ball than Isak. Two left backs, one in a left wing position. When you had Rio and you had Chiesa that you could put there. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think it's I think it's a crazy. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. But if I was to kind of pick apart certain things that I'm unsure of or that I'm unhappy with, it's certainly those decisions.
Devil's advocate, on the bench wise,
yeah.
Who else could he have brought on to have done that? As you say, he said Chiesa. There was Rio, obviously, as well. But if he's brought Robbo on, is that just to add a bit of solidarity for like the defense type thing, I suppose, so we don't lose the game? Is he scared of losing, shall we say?
I think maybe he's scared of losing, but I mean, he's got to. So let's have a look here. We had Woodman, we had Isak, we had Salah, Chiesa, Robertson, Ramsey, Rio, and Lucky. So I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't have taken Wirtz off. Would not have taken Wirtz off. I'd probably take Maka off. I wouldn't have taken Ekitike off. What?
No, mate, my mate's just sending me some more shit about this Avengers movie.
Yeah, you need to send that to me.
It's true. This trailer, it's legit.
Is it true about? I know we're kind of getting off the subject here, but fuck it. Is Steve Rogers back as?
Well, that's what he's just messaged me about now. He's just sent me this. He's just gone, you know what? Fuck it. Since it's leaked, I'll tell you everything if you want. So, well, not everything, but like.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just going to check this here.
But yeah, Steve Rogers is back. And is one of the lead characters of Avengers Doomsday. Yeah. Do that with everyone. I know this is a Liverpool channel and stuff, but yeah. There's also going to be another trailer that's Doom, really like thingy. But they should all be out this week anyway, because obviously they're going to go in front of Avatar. So I'll leave that there. I'm not going to mention anything else about it. I think Shauna's watching it now. Cranky just watched the vid trailer. Nice one, mate. This 125 million, maybe the deal that beats all the bad deals. Unless we play faster, Isaac won't work. We are not playing to his strength. Scott, I think Hugo and Verts are managing minutes. I don't think they can get through 90 minutes. Not right now, probably not, mate. No. Yeah.
That's a turn up for the books. That's a turn up for the books. I don't know what to say. Yeah, I am. Sorry, what were you talking about again? Something football, yeah.
Yeah. There's 4 trailers coming out, Bon. Yeah. One of them's Steve Rogers. One of them is Robert Downey Jr. As Doom. I won't say what. I don't. Yeah, I'm asking him now about that, seeing if what the other two are.
I'm sorry, he's worked with Marvel. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, he worked on his first gig in the movie industry was Age of Ultron. That was the first thing he worked on. I've actually got. Is it out and about?
Can you get me anything?
1 minute. You take over a minute. I've got something to show you. Hold on.
Man, I'm such a fucking nerd. 4 trailers each, a minute and a half. Lads, sorry, that fucking Marvel thing is just after throwing me off because I'm a big kind of Marvel fan. But I think Robert's sub was simply to double up that side defensively, but agree. I agree. Some of the subs have been a bit desperate, I'd say at times. Yeah, I look. I won't lie to you guys. I could not understand. You know, I think Verts was playing well. I think if Verts had been playing or played for the until the end of the match, I think maybe he might have got a goal. So it's an awful pity that he was taken off when he was. And I think there was other players that maybe weren't performing that could have been taken off instead of him. It's too predictable to put off Ekatika and put Isak on. And again, I did not see anything of Isak in the remaining couple of minutes of the game. I saw more of what's his face Chiesa when he came on than I did Isak.
I'll have to send you a picture of it afterwards because I can't find it. I thought it was in this room. I've been over.
Well, what you need
I've
to
got
do now.
I've got a hammer of Thor's from Age of Ultron set.
I'm sorry, what?
It's one of the fake prosthetic ones.
Hold on a second. Hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, do you see the way Adam just dropped that on us?
What?
You have something from a movie set.
Yeah, but nothing like, it's not like amazing. It's just like a fake prop thing that they had.
So what?
Yeah.
And can you get me something?
He's not on. He don't work for Marvel anymore. They've stopped working with his company. But yeah. They might come back though. But I thought it was in this room. It might be another room. I'll send you a picture of it.
That'll be worth a few quid.
I won't get rid of it.
No, I know, but
I'll send you a picture of it when we're finished.
He got a knock, Steve, did he? Oh, that's right, yeah. But still, I wouldn't have taken off Verts. Oh, sorry. Now you're making me yawn, Adam.
Sorry, man. My mind's gone now, mate. I'm not going to lie. But I think substitution-wise with Slot, I think just to play devil's advocate again, I feel like is it down to the fact that because of injuries, he didn't really have that many players? I don't think so. I think he just doesn't like using
Chiesa.
He doesn't like using Chiesa and Rio. How long is Gomez out for? Let's have a look, actually. It's a good shout, that.
But, like, I mean, you know, where are you going to give Rio an opportunity again? Because I think he should get an opportunity, you know? I think he'd be more effective than Gapco.
Okay, I'll have to wait and see what happens here because it says, is this up to date? Yeah, it is. It's due a scan, so you would have thought he'd had it by now.
That's the health system for you.
Yeah, there's been no official update yet. Apparently, Gomez and Szoboszlai both sustained injuries. Slot says he doesn't think that Gomez will be a part of the squad for Spurs. He said that Dom's was his ankle. It didn't look good, but he has unbelievable mentality. Bradley will be back from suspension, and Frimpong is back training. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see what happens with that. There'll be some sort of press conference and everything right before that.
I know there was a few people that were saying this and using this as an excuse that, like, with all the injuries, that like we don't have that massive squad depth that we think we do, and the fact that Slot has, I think, 13 senior players at the moment. So I don't know. I mean, do you see us signing anything in January? Because I'm not too sure.
I think we get a defender,
but not Gahey.
No, I don't think we get Gay in January. But then again, the other stuff doesn't actually make sense, does it? You know what I mean? It doesn't make. I don't think it makes sense to go for anyone else, does it, other than him? Because he should technically be cheaper, shouldn't he? Unless you're going for someone younger. But
I mean, the other.
You know what? In all fairness, like if we do end up moving on some Salah, we'll end up signing another fucking attacker, and that'll be it.
Well, I mean, we're talking about Simeone quite a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I think I still firmly believe we need two centre backs because I don't see Kanate sticking around.
I see this here from Carragher. It must be on Monday Night Football. He said, Salah deserves a guard of honour. He deserves a mosaic in the Kop. Put your differences aside with the manager. Basically asking him not to leave in January.
Yeah, that's grand. But like the one thing I'll say about Slot is I think he dealt with it very well. The one thing I am very surprised by is there hasn't been an apology. That's the one thing I'm surprised in one way and not surprised in another way, because I don't think Salah is going to apologize. I think he's strong in his own convictions, and that's what made me think, well, maybe this is the end of him. But I would have liked to have seen an apology.
Yeah, I think we all probably would have done, to be fair, mate, in all fairness. But I just don't. I don't know, man. It's weird, isn't it? It's a weird one. We'll have to just wait and see what happens, I suppose, with the whole situation. But I think, let's have a look at that poll now, shall we, on the channel, where we got up to with that. So end that poll now. Where's the results? That's the first one. I can't see the results. Not loaded up for me yet. Can you see the results on your side?
Sorry, I was just looking at the second. Where are we at? So does he leave in the summer? 71% say yes. 10% or say 29% say no. So I would have been I would have been in the 71. I reckon he does leave.
Yeah. I think so as well. I think
yeah, but if it's been dealt with behind the scenes, Ban, while it has been dealt behind the scenes, which is grand, he went public. And if you go public, then you're expected to react publicly. Obviously iron out differences in private, but then you need to make a public statement, and it's kind of a show of intent. So Slot has shown his deck of cards. They're Inter. He didn't include them. So now, should he not have maybe said something before he started at Brighton? And maybe he owes an apology to the fans as well. Like I said to you, I love Salah. Absolutely love Salah. But after looking at other people's views and reassessing the situation, I take exception to what he said. I think it could have been worded differently. I don't trust Remy Abbas as far as I could throw him.
Nah, neither do I.
I think he's an ignorant bastard. Or an arrogant bastard might be better.
Yeah. We'll have to just wait and see what happens, man, regarding it all. But I don't think he'll go in January now. I think he goes in summer.
Well, he can.
I don't think that was a decent enough goodbye for him, and that's just why it's coming down. So I think the club would do more for him for what he's done. So if he leaves on the back of that, then I think that's poor form. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah. I'll quickly just cover off some comments before we get off, guys. Ekatike got we've done that one. Get Tiger to have a look for it. How long is Gomez out for? We've checked. We don't know. Chiesa needs a start. I reckon he probably starts in FA Cup. Steve, does it matter, Bon, how he comes back and will get injury after a couple of games? Dom twisted his ankle at the end, didn't he? We need every player fit. Steve says either a young centre-back, or a DM. And by young, he means along the lines of Leone. That's why he'll be gone in Jan. It's been dealt with behind the scenes. I think I've said this to you, and I think I might have said it on the stream. The fact that Salah went public with it needs to be a public apology as well, in my opinion. So,
and I think actually Slot mentioned that too, didn't he?
I think so.
In an interview with Seedorf.
Yeah.
Seedorf, whatever the fuck it is. Clarence Seedorf.
YNWA says, if we miss top four, it'd be interesting to see if Slot's sacked. He'll be sacked if we miss top four. Scott, the irony is if Salah didn't open his mouth, he probably would have started in Milan. Yeah. Someone thinks Salah won't go till his contract's up then. And then YNWA, I don't think Moore wants a Saudi league. He wants to finish at Liverpool with any big record he achieves. Players that go to Saudi after returning a year later. Yeah. Martin, you join in just as we're about to go, mate. I literally...
I haven't got my top yet. By the way, if it's gone missing, you need to get me a top.
Look, got the AKM on the sleeve. Got the SD designs on the other sleeve. Yeah. When did I say Southampton again? Guys, honestly, Sean, can you do us a favour, mate? I know you like this type of stuff. I'm gonna have to go through it and just find where I said fucking Southampton and make it the Southampton clip or something. I must have said it.
Yeah, you need to do a blooper reel. Because we already did a blooper where I look like Murdoch in the Avengers films or in the whatever fucking Marvel films. Another big shout out to our sponsor Sean Leonard Art, who's on Facebook and Instagram. His Etsy shop is no longer, so you won't get anything off that. So message him if you're interested in one of his illustrations, or a little bit of a sore point there for myself and Adam. You can be a VIP member from $1.99 to $2.99 per month, where you're in with an opportunity in our monthly draws. You're in with an opportunity of winning an illustration. Now, folks, we are 3 months. 3 months where the winner has not claimed their prize and come up to us with their details. So we haven't been able to send anything in 3 months. So there's no point in you being a VIP member if you don't look at the monthly draw. And we're not going to go chasing people. Look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. And you know the irony of all of that? I designed both logos. Whatever about what they do in Barcelona, I'm the Jesus Christ social media manager at AKM LFC.
Yes, you are, mate. Yes, you are. Right then, guys, I think we'll call it there. Good stream. Not a lot. We had 2 topics to talk about. We covered them well, I think. Got sidetracked by a bit of Marvel, but hey.
And spoke about Southampton.
I spoke about Southampton a couple of times, maybe 3 times, maybe 4 times. I don't even know. I don't even remember saying it. I literally don't even remember saying it.
I think you need to do a blooper reel, guys. I think he needs to do a blooper reel. You need to click. You need to find out the amount of times you said Southampton. You may be able to find it on the transcripts. You know the way. So yeah.
All right then, guys. Thanks for watching with us. We're back again throughout the course of the week, with some videos when stuff's coming out and everything like that. And yeah, I don't know when do we next play on Saturday. Yes, in Southampton.
Yeah. It's against Southampton, isn't it? Hold on a second now. I have to just check here.
It's at 5:30 against Southampton.
5:30. Yeah, I should be able to do that watch along unless you want to do it.
I don't know what I'm doing yet, mate. I'll let you know. And we will plan it anyway. But yeah. Right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll have the watch along on Saturday against Southampton, and we'll be back with any videos throughout the course of the week. But until then, guys, that's it from me. That's it from Shauno, and we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.